Hello, my name is Reg, and you're watching Shattered Dungeons. Somewhere.
You got to watch me lose.
Yep. Hey everybody, it's Shattered Dungeons. We play an indie RPG every Tuesday night for everyone to love unconditionally.
Hey, you're in the top.
What?
He's fourth. That's not that bad.
Oh,
I didn't lose, but I
Uh,
also didn't win.
For those of you who got the supreme treat of tuning in right on time, we watched Dion destroy one guy who was like the leader in a TFT match, and then proceed to get destroyed afterwards. But fourth, that's like Jordan was saying, not bad. That's not real Reg. No, it's animated Reg, but it is Reg's voice. Tofu,
I didn't
it's good to see
steal
you.
that and make a GIF out of it so I could use it when Reg streams. Not at all.
That's totally good.
Wait, what do you mean it's not real Reg? That's as real as Reg can be. I don't
There's
understand.
only one more way to make that a real Reg. Is that's for him to be animated throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't know, you should go follow us on Twitter, be a subscriber on Twitch, be a patron on Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, which is a free one, follow us on TikTok, and listen to us on the podcast app, any podcast app. If your coconut phone that you made electronically has the capacity to download apps, you too can listen to Shattered Dungeons on your coconut phone. I'm just watching.
I am very lost right now.
Looking at your brain melt. What? Tofu, thank you so much for the subscription. 33 months. That bodes well for you with the potency
That
flexes, which
3 months less than 3 years.
Yeah. Dion,
Because of the propensity of threes, I will even let you use one of my fluxes. My veto is used.
Well, now we're going.
Dion is donating a potency flex to Tofu. It's gonna be something else. Well, this episode is going to be kind of a relatively laid back episode. We'll explain in a moment, but we're going to go ahead and jump in. So enjoy the intro video. We will see you back in a moment.
Long ago, a powerful spellcaster by the name of Vezifor began to study the secrets of immortality. For years, he researched, then finally had a breakthrough. He performed the ritual and became a lich. After years of pillaging and war, he grew bored and retired to his tower. It was then he decided to build a dungeon.
There are those of you out there who said I could not design the perfect dungeon, Vanessa. But I proved them all wrong. We got demons, we got dragons, we got undead, we even got unpaid interns. Head on down, because
this is Shattered Dungeons. This is Shattered Dungeons.
Welcome back, everybody. It's us. We're here. This episode, like every episode, is sponsored by you, the subscribers on Twitch, and you over there, the patrons on Patreon. And if you're listening over there, you in the back, thank you for your listenership, your viewership. We really appreciate it.
I'm waving to you.
Yeah, look at you. Describe how luxurious of a wave that is, Jordan.
It's a medium repeating, actually a nice oval pattern. As you can see, it's not too fast, it's not too slow. It would make a nice ripple in water if we were in the pool right now.
Supple.
Well, it's gonna be one of those nights.
It is gonna be one of those nights. So tonight we are without probably about half the cast, actually. Yes, let's see here, math. Yep, half the cast. Ray got called into work. Rachel has to work late, and Heather is off doing Heather things. So it is just the three of us.
I love that Heather is just her own category.
Yeah, Heather things, despite popular opinion, actually involve minor assassinations.
That is my popular opinion.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Sorry, someone doesn't always talk about stabbing people with sneaking and daggers and stuff. Like, there's always a little bit of truth in there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
I've not done any stabbing people with daggers this arc, I'll have you know.
Yep, you've been full frontal. Dion
now, as soon as people
on.
give you the last two arcs is Dion gets big weapon that do fun thing occasionally, and you're like, I am investing 1,000% into this thing.
Tofu said, if we knew what Heather actually does, she'd have to kill us. That type of stuff. Yes. Her health
accurate.
business is just that.
It literally has quotations in the business cards.
Yes, health business. Well,
that sounds like the front the mob would give when they're collecting money. Like, hey, listen, we're in the health business. It's it's good for you if you.
Who doesn't like to be healthy? You want to be healthy with the business.
Yeah, you don't want me to get Tommy Two Shoes over there.
Tommy Two Shoes. Man wears 4 pairs of shoes. I don't know. Tonight we have.
Unfortunately named.
Yeah. Tonight we have Jordan, who will be playing Toby.
Oh, hey there, everybody. Toby Gunderson. Real pleasure to see you. I went on vacation, and I'm going to be honest with you, I could use another vacation from that vacation.
We'll hear all about it in a moment, I'm sure. And we have Dion playing Grunkle.
Why are you hiding?
Buddy, I was not on vacation, and I'm just here working. I'm a worker bee. That's what I do.
Aren't you the boss?
He's a king bee.
Yeah.
Bosses work too, Toby. Bosses work too.
They're king bees?
I don't know, man. I don't go through and inspect bee genitalia.
I thought that was one of the cool matriarchies in the world there.
Well,
I thought all the male bees aren't all the male bees either workers or gigolos?
That's fair.
Some of them are in the army.
Yep.
That's kind of the worker sense of like they're either like going out scouting or they're going out fighting or they're making service to their queen.
Or they're dancing. You gotta
I just realized Toby here wants to be a bee.
Aw.
Buzz.
To recap last episode, Cypress, Jim, Grunkle, and Shorty traveled to Shorty's home of Basilican's Roost. And there, after encountering Shorty's mother, were able to negotiate peace amongst the Basilican. After she left, they proceeded to stay, and just make sure everything was good, and then travel back towards Vezafall Tower. Now, while that was happening, Toby decided to leave in pursuit of Lich Vezafall, or Lich Harrow Vezafall, just to catch up with him, feeling that he had missed out on something. So Toby, would you like to take a moment and describe for us what that adventure entailed?
Yeah. So before he left, he's like, "Hey, brother, I want to, maybe we could travel together, make amends for all the, dying and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying. And at first I was like, I should protect my friends. And then, it got me bugging. And I was like, maybe I do need to reconnect there. And it would be good for me. Not gonna lie, about 20 minutes in, he said, "Wow, Toby, you're really getting on my nerves. If you could just go back, that would be great." And so here I am.
Astounding. Then, how long did it take you to travel to find him?
About a week.
Yeah. Okay. So how long did you actually spend?
It was about the 20 minutes until he got frustrated. It was a really nice 20 minutes though. Like grand scheme of our relationship, it's pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Well, it was a pretty nice 20 minutes for you. Maybe a nice 10 for him. Maybe
that's 5. When it started going downhill. Yeah. Where was the apex of the enjoyment?
I'd say about minute 8.
Yeah. So each of you makes your way back to Vezinfall Tower, and as you arrive back, you see Lich Vezinfall's lifeless skeletal corpse on the ground. No one's touched that, apparently. Zog is just still kind of asleep. It looks like he may have entered a very deep sleep. All of the ethereal animals are kind of just cuddling with him for warmth. Jim and Shorty and Grunkle and Cypress kind of walk back, and Cypress just very tiredly goes straight into the tower. Doesn't look past anyone, just very clearly is going to take a nap. That being the case, what do you all do?
Hey guys, how you doing?
I think we might need to go ahead and mount Vezinfall's body on the spike so that more people can see that he is no longer here anymore. Okay. We'll just put him on display for a little while to help get the word out that he's no more.
We're gonna dry his bones out for jerky and dog treats.
No. We just want people to know they don't have to come snooping around if they want to kill Vezinfall because he's right there on the pike.
Did he have a lot of enemies?
I mean,
oh no, there's always seemed like people wanted to kill him.
Mostly because he was incompetent, so. But that's good luck, Grunkle. Wise idea putting him up on display like that.
So he would probably enjoy being the center of attention,
True.
God forbid somebody spends a little time with him.
As you guys
the real question is, how do we start with a new dungeon? I mean, this is really a pile of rubble over there. We got the tower here. Should we just dig underneath the rubble?
Maybe let's go in and sit down and map something out. Maybe decide some policy. I don't know.
I'm gonna level with you. I've sat through my fair share of seminars for free lunches, and the number one thing they stress is location.
Well, we are at a location, so.
No, but is this a good one? I guess is a better. He thought it was good, but is it really good? We got what? 1, 2? I think we got 2 whole visitors in the last year.
Bubby yawns as you begin talking. Y'all's is putting me to sleep. And she kind of kneels down and peels back some of the snow like a blanket and covers it over herself like a cartoon style ground blanket and just goes to sleep in front of Lich Vezinfall's mounted body.
That's she's probably fine. She's tuckered out.
All right. Well, I guess Bubby's gonna do Bubby things.
So, are you guys going into the tower? What's the plan here?
Yeah, I guess we should go on the tower. We need a place to actually do work.
So you enter the tower. and head up the stairs. And you notice that the whole place has been redecorated and redone within reason. Moving forward, you see that tables and chairs have been set up, and it seems to maintain the Wizard's Tower aesthetic with bookcases filled with scrolls and research still strewn about. But it looks like tables and chairs have been set up for some kind of restaurant or bar or tavern. Walking into the center of the room, you notice that Bonesy has made a inner circle bar in the more profound library, and is currently getting glasses and dishes and things like that cleaned in preparation for customers.
Oh, guys, I think I just had a real A+ idea there.
What?
What's that?
Okay, so you know the setup we were trying to do before was just like, hey, let's just tell people come to this dungeon and get stuff, right?
Well, yeah, get rich. I mean, we didn't even have loot in there yet. We were trying on killing them and taking their loot to make the loot for the other people.
Yeah, it didn't really work that well in drawing company. So, like, looking at what we got going on in here, right? What if we could use this as like a fake start of a fake quest? Like, how many adventures are like, oh, we found the Wizard's Tower, and there's a little inn there, and they come in and the wizards are like, oh, some bandits have been attacking me and I need your help. Their dungeon is their hideout is just a little bit over there. Please help us out. And then so when they scurry over there, it's all connected, but they don't know that. And then they die and we get their stuff.
Well, the problem with that is you're inviting them into like our home space, and I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of like, I don't know, you know how you got those people that come around and knock on the door and they tell you about the mother, or those preachy little kids coming around talking about Lemkai. We do not need to have these unwanted visitors coming about in our tower.
If I had a nickel for every time some child...
You just are establishing that Lamkai are Jehovah's Witnesses? Is that what you're saying?
Can we tell you about the 44,000?
Oh man, that broke me. That's awesome. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
if I had a nickel for every time some kid knocked on the door and told me I was his father, oh boy, I get you.
Yeah, so imagine inviting all those random people in, and that's what happens. You end up being a daddy to millions.
But we did that's what we were doing though. Like, we lived in the place they were coming to anyways. So how's that?
No, before we were just living at work. This is separate. This is a separate space.
Okay, but maybe not this tower, but what if we set up like a fake village or something? And so when travelers come through, we're like, oh, thank you, traveler. We really need your help. Go slightly over here. And we constantly bait them into a trap.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I think that's what we were doing before.
So it feels more organic than somebody putting out a commercial just saying, come on down to my Lich Tower.
Well, what if we take that idea just like a little bit further? What if we do, instead of like a true dungeon, what if it's more of like an obstacle course, and there's some mythic thing at the end of the obstacle course, but no one's ever made it.
And if they win, they get the title of American Ninja Warrior.
I don't know what that means, but Yes,
No, but
bragging rights for sure.
it sounds cool, doesn't it? It doesn't matter what it actually means.
But what is American? What is that? I know what a ninja is, and I know what a warrior is.
I think it's a type of rug.
American rugs. That sounds good.
So, who
Confusing.
cleans up around here anyways? The place looks decent.
I mean, it looks like a restaurant, to be honest. Oh, Bonesy's over here.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
So instead of more of come here and face your death, you challenge people to be better than each other, and then so they'll willingly risk their own lives.
Nothing like healthy competition.
Bonesy instinctively just slams your preferred drinks down on the table.
Thank you, Bonesy.
Bonesy, did you ever get that
Right.
ghost juice?
Yeah, we got it.
He puts it down in front of you.
I should wait a minute to do this. We're still talking, and I'm gonna wait just a minute on consuming this. I'm just so happy to see a Bonesy, and God, I'm happy to see that goblet. Oh, it's gonna be good.
So, what should we do then? We can stick to the dungeon trope, I guess, but is there a better way? Is there a get-rich-quicker scheme?
I've heard that pyramids, for some reason, are really good at making money. I just don't know why. Something about you tell your friend, and then they tell two friends, and those friends tell two friends, but I still don't know how that actually makes money happen.
So the
Are you
thing is,
robbing the
with the dungeon, people come to us and we take their stuff, and it's their fault because they came to us. I suppose we could go to them, but then that sounds kind of like, I don't know, it just sounds cruel.
Well, yeah, that's why like Jim's idea makes a lot of sense, because it's willing participants, and you give out a small fake prize that means nothing, and you get to keep all the goodies that the dead losers left.
Yeah, like what if?
And then the word spreads, and you can charge other people to come watch it.
Or just sell their gear outright.
Oh, and then people, we could then let it so people can bet on who's gonna win and lose.
And we
And
get
make
a cut
even more
of
money.
Yes.
I think I've seen places like this.
And then if
Where?
we give them enough liquid refreshment, we then put a charge on the toilet, and then make even more money. That like everything makes money.
I mean,
It sounds
we're
like
not
a
necessarily
gladiator arena
guys,
of some sort.
Putting a
heard
charge
there's-
on the party is not what I don't know how I feel about that.
Is that too evil? Well, I did hear about this one place. It's kind of a mousetrap, really. What they do is they make your lines for stuff really long, and then they sell a special pass that you can use to get to the front of those lines. So there's always going to be a line, but some people are just paying you to be impatient, and so you still make money from everybody.
But then we need to have something that's worthy of them standing in line.
The bathroom.
Well, no, Grunkle's got a point. What if the thing they're standing in line for is limited seating to watch? Like what you were saying, like we have a VIP section.
Okay, so you're not saying build the roller coaster. Got it.
I don't know what a roller coaster is.
Okay, so like you take a minecart, and instead of having like a straightforward path for useful mining, you make it like go fast and spin in circles and stuff, and people get on it and then they throw up, and for some reason that's fun.
Not getting it.
Just a shot in the dark there. Some people like getting flipped. But as a guy who's spent as much as my life as I can remember floating, I don't really see the upside there. Because I could see the upside. Never mind.
To that point, though, I mean, we can put some sort of experience, if you will, for those in line.
All right, so
Chef Brittlestink could stand there and sell refreshments.
so you guys want to create some sort of gladiator arena?
Yeah.
Well,
But
wait, is
usually-
it gladiator arena, or is it more like... Is it people fighting each other?
That's what a gladiator arena is. You put the gladiators in it, they duke it out, and
No, that's
winner.
okay, that's too simple. I like doing the everyone's trying to reach the same goal at the same time, so that some of them could fight each other and you don't know which one's gonna make it. It's a royal battle or something. That way, if you only have one-on-one fights, the betting is really simple. If you got a bunch of people, that's a bunch of people putting money on people who are never going to finish, and more money for us.
so all right, I guess we could I don't know. I think it'd be kind of hard to get people to sign up. And what makes us think that they're going to bring all of their possessions and then just take a couple of weapons into the thing to fight, and then we keep all their possessions?
Well, no. So let's say, just like hypothetically, okay, the prize is like 100,000 gold, which, yeah, you can buy a small country for that. If everyone's competing through a very intricate and complicated obstacle course, maybe there's like lanes, if you will, and so everyone's trying to reach the same thing at the same time, but you allow them to fight each other if they do reach it at the same time to the death, then what happens is every person has to be mentally and physically equipped to deal with all of the obstacles and traps. And then potentially a fight at the very end. And so they're ideally equipped with their finest gear and you're laden with potions and scrolls and things like that. And then we have everyone bet on who would make it the farthest fastest. And that's how we can get the bets.
What if we don't tell them that they can kill each other? We just tell them,
What if we gave
first
Cypress
person
like
to
a
get
really
this
big-
wins, and that way our hands are clean, right?
What if we
we're
gave
not
Cypress
at
a big
fault
stick
there.
and she
Yeah.
just
We just-
stands there and knocks people off a ledge while they try and get past her.
We just
Who?
tell them to get said prize, and we'll rule out any cheating, such as teleporting directly to the destination. That'll be the only rule that's not allowed. So rule number 1, get the item. Rule number 2, no shortcuts to get to the item.
Yeah, that's good. And then let the heat of competition push people over the edge if
Okay,
there's a tie.
I think I've put this off long enough. Hold on a second there.
How they gonna work? And then when somebody does something
Toby
unscrupulous
just
and
died
everybody
drinking his drink.
did you?
I don't know. Camera can't. Oh, yep, he's dead.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot better. What are we talking about again?
Toby's just a hat now, floating around. Your
All right,
tolerance
I
has
got it.
increased for them from last time. Just a heads up.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Mr. Voice in my head.
What did you just say there, Grunkle?
Well, I'm just saying, like, eventually someone's gonna snap and do something heinous, and then the crowd's gonna react, and then when we don't react, what are the rest of them gonna do?
Oh, okay. So, hey there, hold on.
That's when it gets good.
If somebody breaks the rules, then we can kill them. That's like rule 3.
But no, that's just the whole point. We don't have to get our hands dirty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't need rule 3.
Let's need all that down.
I suppose we could kill them if they break rule 1.
What's rule?
Well, no, I'm sorry, rule 2. If they break rule, they will. We could kill them if they teleport.
Well, what
That's
we
cheating.
could do is just like put, a spell binding on that final chamber. All the walls of the darn place, and have it be a contingency that if someone teleports, that they're then teleported forward to death.
Yeah, no, instead of just straight death. Anybody, you don't tell them about it. And if they teleport, we put them in a special, torture box.
Yeah.
We need some sample people to run this through.
What you say
Well,
is we need to use
I think we need to
Twitter
build it
people.
first, right?
We need to come with a crash.
It's a mock thing. All we need to really do is take a rock and put it at one end, put a bunch of people at the other end, give them the rules, and just tell them it's a trial run, and then observe the behavior.
I mean, I can run into town and go find some 4 idiots.
I think
you're very warm and you smell like popcorn.
Okay then, if you all want to get this set up, I'll go find some terrible, not smart people.
All right, so
Jim
I'm gonna
takes
look
off.
around here for something that's completely worthless but looks valuable, something shiny, a glass bauble or something.
Looking around the tower, the first level of the tower, you notice that there is a small metal idol, and it looks to be the shape of a dragon. You recognize this dragon as Asmodia.
Hey, I know that dragon lady. I was inside of her.
Is this idol magical?
Not at all. It's just made of brass.
What if we call it Legends of the Hidden Dungeon?
We'll take this and use this as the prize, and I guess we'll go outside and set up the trap.
All right.
Oh, the winner could be called the Great Dragon Warrior.
So, walking outside, you see that Toby falls onto the ground, unconscious. You kind of take a moment and build basically a trench in the snow, like several trenches. What do you want to do trap-wise?
I write a little note here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I feel a little better.
Wait, why did that not?
It doesn't. It's not as strong as the stuff in the big dragon's place, but it's pretty good.
Tofu says, depending on how you use that statue, she could be inside of you this time. Oh my.
And how?
Why is that not? There we go. That's kind of it. There we go.
We were supposed to be together.
All right, so now we need to find
Vezifel.
He Vezifel.
I guess we'll put the marker over here.
Oh, what if we make? What if we make his body excuse me, part of the thing, And it's like, hey there, Vesifal couldn't complete this task. Are you stronger than a lich? No, that might scare people. What if we rig him up with something where he becomes like a big talking skull, and he gives them instructions? It's like, hi, Vesifal, welcome to my dungeon. You'll never get my dragon lady thing.
I mean, we can. Oh, I'm not here.
Oh,
sorry.
this is a good spot.
It's okay. I'm always with you in your heart, Jim.
So I'll put the brass statue right here. This spot, which is over here. You see the pink?
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I figured we could put the statue there, and then we'll start them over here. All the way over here somewhere. Yeah, we'll start them over here. And then we'll have them run from here over to there to get it and observe their behavior and tendencies. If it's boring, we'll have them do it again, and we'll tell them explicitly that they can kill each other if they didn't try before.
All right, so after a while, Jim returns with 4 people.
Okay. I was gonna say the best rule would be like, what sounds cool is you're like, rule number 1, there's no rules, right? But no, what we gotta do is we tell them the first rule is they can't go tell anybody about the contest. Because you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go tell everybody about the contest because everyone wants to feel special and have a secret. And it'll be like instant word of mouth. And then like rule number 2 is actually, to get the point across, it should also be don't talk about it. And then like rule number 3 is there are no other rules except like the first 2. That sounds good.
Yeah, but
Is anybody writing that down, Shorty?
Shorty, you're like wandering in the snow haphazardly after Grunkle, and you see no one is around you. Jim kind of walks up with the 4 participants.
Oh, look, I found some people, so, Grunkle, you wanna explain what's going on here?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a race, and I put, if you look over at that tower there, if you go around the right-hand side back there, there's a rock, and on it is a brass statue. Whoever can get that will win a prize, and we just want you to race for it and see who gets it by any means necessary.
And whoever gets it becomes the great dragon warrior. And also, you can't tell anybody about this. That's the first rule. Yeah.
I don't know what the Dragon Warrior thing is, but yeah, you can't tell anybody.
Jadavala, thank you for the raid. It's great to see you. Hey. Welcome. We have basically formed Fight Club. That's where we're at right now.
A drunken ghost has pitched American Ninja Warrior as a way
American
to make money.
Ninja Fight Club. And so Jim has found some
for some reason, everyone has listened to me.
Yeah. Jim has found 4 willing participants to try and find this brass idol in a race to the finish to see if their concept for a business plan works. So
Grunkle, you want to, maybe, I don't know, countdown? Go? I don't know.
Does everybody understand the goal here?
Maybe.
I'm looking for confirmation from them.
You receive blank stares from all of them, and then the smallest one and just kind of gives you a firm nod.
All right, go.
So as soon as you say go, the largest one goes lumbering forth at an exceptional speed. This Dargoth is taking off. Very quickly, the others kind of pause for a moment and then rush after him. And so as they go, you notice that the one clad in heavy armor obviously trails behind. The underling sorcerer is in front of him, and then there seems to be some sort of thief-like person followed by the Dargoth that is taking just huge strides.
God, Dargoth! Woo, you can do it!
Seeing the cliff, the Dargoth just takes off. The underling and the thief go around, and the heavy armor-laden knight person follows after the Dargoth. The thief and the underling continue around, but the Dargoth and the knight just keep going forward. And so as
This is Toby with your race update. The Dargoth and Knight are running fast, and I'm still a little drunk.
as the Dargoth nears the edge of the upper part of the cliff, he leaps down, and as he does so, lands right next to the thief. And literally kicks him as hard as he can, and the thief goes tumbling down kind of the cliffside towards where the gaping maw of the destroyed dungeon is. They don't seem to be mortally wounded or anything like that, but they definitely have been taken out of the running. Continuing forward, the Dargoth goes. The knight and the underling are right next to each other. The knight trips the underling falls flat on his face, and the Dargoth reaches the idol, and as the Dargoth reaches the idol, the knight draws his blade and goes in and stabs the Dargoth right in the back, lower back of the torso.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't bet money on him.
The Dargoth yells in pain and turns around to swipe at the knight. And as he does so, the knight goes flying further than the thief did into the chasm, and you do not hear a thud. And as the Dargoth roars in enjoyment, the underling sorcerer gets up and casts a spell at the Dargoth, freezing him in his place, turning him to stone, and the Dargoth walks up and removes the brass idol from its hand.
Oh, we got an upset winner!
Wait, so the Dargoth is stone, or?
Yeah,
The Dargoth is stone, the underling has won.
Ah.
You did great. I should have bet on you.
This is
Welcome, our very first Great Dragon Warrior. Woo!
this is better than expected. You could keep that statue, and we'd like to thank you for your participation. Let me go check and see if this other guy is all right. Are you all right there?
The thief is kind of crawling slowly up the steep wall, and he kind of reaches it. Was that cheating?
No.
He said anything.
Fine then. All right.
I think you'll be better prepared for the next one if you would like to participate when we set up a more official one.
What's the prize?
The next prize is going to be a lot better than this prize, but it's going to be directly dependent on the number of spectators that we have and the money that we bring in from those spectators.
We need an awful lot of tater tots present.
Oh, and now technically, even though you lost, you're a veteran of the sport, so it'll be cool if you came with a really nice name next time, and we can do intros for you two.
When's the next one gonna be?
We're gonna need at least a month.
Well, you got it then. I'll be back in about a month.
This is great.
He kind of wanders off. The underling
That was,
passes by you, Grunkle, and goes,
He'll turn back to normal in about a day.
Oh, I'm not concerned with that, but thank you. I'm sure he's glad to hear.
Whatever.
and he departs with his statue. The night you look down, the night is very dead.
Okay, well, nothing can be done about that.
Honestly, I'm gonna say for
actually-
a test run, only one death was shocking.
Actually, if we can figure out a way to get down there, we can loot him. We'll have to make a memo for that.
I'll have to fly down there later.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. You can recover it.
Toby does seem like the most logical solution to loot, dead people from this obstacle course.
Do you think any of those hamsters survived? Do you think that could be an obstacle?
I mean, I personally don't want to risk them getting out, but... Well, no, the dungeon dropped on them. Odds are they're dead.
So something that I noticed is that even after they got the statue, it wasn't like we called an end to it, so they kept fighting. Maybe we should make it such that once they get the prize, they have to run it back to another area, so they got to survive with it for a period of time, so that there's a more distinctive end.
So they could hot potato that thing. There's technically you got a chance to rally.
Oh yeah, you got a chance to rally. Maybe one of the strategies
you can
is
also
to wait
open it up
in between.
Yeah. You could also open it up to groups as well.
Oh, team battles. Oh, I like this idea.
If we do like multiple
Whose idea
lanes,
was this? This was awesome.
it's a group effort. But if we do multiple lanes,
Good job, group.
we could maybe do it where like certain rooms are interconnected between lanes.
Yeah.
That way, the way there, they don't know where the other person or groups are. But then once the idol is gotten, all of them open up and it becomes this giant interconnected thing where they can intercept the person with the prize.
And we can have more like pitfalls and other classic traps.
Yeah.
I'm liking these ideas.
I think this is going to be better than Gaelic von Drago's thing.
It definitely could be lucrative. I mean, because who doesn't want to see people at their best and at their worst?
It's a thing. It's a thing called
We lost him again.
Are you asleep? Just
I
like
think him and
should
Sean
treasure
are like
this moment.
asleep at the bar.
we should definitely treasure this.
Schnauzer fraud.
Yes, it's not often we get a peaceful Toby.
Sorry, it's Schnauzer fraud when you enjoy watching bad things happen to people.
Is what?
Schnauzer fraud.
I don't think that's right.
Me neither.
It's right. You just trust me.
I somehow believe that schnauzers are dogs. I don't know.
No, those are Shoddens. And they're Freud.
So how are we gonna make this thing?
I think our chief wall builder here would be really honestly. I hate to say this, but you're gonna have to put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I guess I could go to the store and get people some pickaxes and some shovels.
I'll tell you what, if you, because you got the magic movement powers for the ground, if you want to create the outline of what we need,
we fill it in.
I can lead a team in developing the traps.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Is there a way to have I'm not great on the magic stuff. Like, I know a little bit of stuff, but not like a big bit of stuff. Is there a way that we could make wherever the people are sitting, like, float up above so they can get a good view, and then it moves along with the competition?
That would be incredible. Like a permanent
I like that.
viewer box.
Yeah, like a spectator platform. I love it.
And then even then you could fire traps from the bottom, like arrows and stuff.
Ooh, we could charge.
They
We could charge.
pay.
Yeah, they could pay for things that they can interact with the race.
Yeah,
They can like
Oh,
roast
yeah.
them
Can you
now.
imagine how much fun it would be if your audience could try to kill you?
Well,
I mean, not
I-
for the
Not for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at that wall right there. It's broken. Never mind.
You know, what could be cool? Shorty could probably find some of the scrolls here that would allow us to do that. Cypress could probably go find a good bit of potential contestants. I
we
can
would
develop the
need.
traps.
That sounds great. We would need levitate, permanent.
Thinking,
Jim just like walks over to one of the walls and starts pulling those scrolls out.
Our levitate, permanence. What was the other one?
We're probably gonna need. I don't know. Aside from that, for the platform in and of itself, we definitely need levitate and a permanent spell to make sure that it's there.
Isn't
Yeah.
there the people?
Oh, wait.
There,
Don't we need a way that someone can control it? So even though it's permanently levitating, we would need some sort of telekinesis. We need telekinesis to be imbued into an object, also with permanence.
He pulls
so that
another permanent
telekinesis
scroll,
can use it.
a telekinesis scroll, and a small rod with a button on it.
Oh wow, that sounds it's shaping up. I like this.
I mean, we're
Okay.
halfway there. You can make the platform out of rock. That way,
Oh,
there's
that's
no
true.
real material cost.
Oh, that's
Wait,
true.
Isn't there something to make your voice a lot louder so that somebody could be like the announcer and do the play-by-play? So even though they're watching it, they can get like the extra commentary.
Let's see here. I'm sure there's some type of spell or something here for that.
And then we gotta have a way. We could have a smaller cart, not cart, but floaty thing, like the seats, but for Brittle, Stink, and Bonesy to come up and then sell their food and drink to the people.
You got
No,
a
we'll
good
get other
point.
people to sell their food. We'll leave Bonesy and Brittlestink to just create it and work. We don't want to subjugate them to such menial tasks.
That's true, but I mean, I'm just saying we'll need somebody for
Sell their
food
goods.
distribution. Yeah.
Yeah,
Toby,
absolutely.
I had this idea just now, and I'm not sure how viable it is, but what if we got Hero Vezifor to develop a portal spell that makes tiny portals, like several tiny portals at once, and it can be activated? Because then what we could do, right? We could use that for the announcing. Make like some sort of sound amplification. But then we could also use it for when people order stuff. It's like a point A to point B portal that's only activated by Bonesy or Brittlestink. That way, when the food or drink is ready, they just stick it through and set it on, like...
Okay, you made me think of another idea. So, okay, I'm gonna hold on to my hat here. Each of the lanes gets their own, like, color that they can put bandanas on or whatever, and then each part of the stands with the viewers, each one relates to one of the teams. So you're like, that's the people you're rooting for. And that way they feel invested in it, and then they try and get rid of the other teams, and they feel like winners when their guy wins.
And maybe you can purchase, like, spell vouchers or like trap vouchers where you have,
Yeah.
like we were talking a moment ago with the levitation portal telekinesis. It's a button.
You could have like
that when
the green
activated,
monkeys.
Yeah, it's
and
like
the
a
purple parrots.
Well, yeah, or maybe like the green team, for example, has like you can activate a fireball spell on the red or on the blue team or something, you know? But it costs money to get that.
Oh yeah, everything's gonna cost money. It's gonna be great.
That's gonna make the betting really chaotic.
Exactly.
I mean, let's be honest. If we look
Any
at
given
chat,
Sunday.
chat loves the chaos. They invest in the chaos.
That's true. As he immediately breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah,
Everybody turns and looks at Pat.
I was just giggling to myself. How many times can I break the fourth wall in one episode?
yeah. Well, it sounds like we have some semblance of a plan then.
Yeah, I think this will work. This will work for sure.
Me too.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna get out of the dungeon business and getting into the
Entertainment.
competitive business.
I mean,
Yeah, entertainment.
it's a pretty swell way to go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are we gonna make this over the chasm that used to be the dungeon?
Hey,
Oh,
Rainbow Mike
absolutely.
Gaming, it's great to see you. Welcome. We are currently developing an alternate business strategy for the dungeon interns who are now dungeon managers to reap better income from the heroes looking to prove themselves against the evil of the world.
It's basically
Preferably with less work.
Legends of the
Yes.
Hidden Temple meets
American Ninja Warrior. Yeah. That's
we
what
want,
we've developed.
We want greater pay with less work.
Yep.
So, I think we all have our assignments now. Is
Yeah.
there anything else we realistically need to do for this? Besides do the work.
No, there's nothing I can think of.
Alright then.
What if just to maybe make it even funnier and cost us even less money is if the person that ends up winning at the end, they go on to a super special dangerous challenge if they want to for a chance at a better prize but more likely death.
Oh, like
wait,
we
I
have
like this.
like a champions
this.
race.
Yeah. Oh no, I think he's talking about not even before you get to that point. At the end, after they've done all this work and they have won, maybe we offer them another benefit that's tempting enough to make them try to do it. But if they die, you don't have to pay them. And if they live, well, I guess we have to pay them more.
Then
So
it
we
was
just
a
got to
good
make sure the
shit.
talent.
People are going to bet on if they succeed.
Kind of like a
And
double or
it's gonna be a
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would that be though?
I can imagine if there was like I really just want to pitch the final thing of Legends of the Hidden Temple is really
I
all
think we just need to have them fight like a bear or a lion or something.
I don't know. I've always liked that you win you win all the competitions in Legend of the Temple, and it's like you get to go into the temple, but you have to collect a certain set of things while things are trying to get you.
What if we had like a resident arena champion or something like that? At the very end, they had to fight that guy.
Oh, while they're all tired and hurt. I like it.
That could be real.
And if they win, they could become that guy and get a stable salary.
Okay, let's hold
Yes,
on.
that's brilliant.
What if we combine it and the challenge is they have to like race to the end of like a maze while the champion hunts them in the maze.
But how do they win then?
They just get to the end of the maze. I feel like them just trying to outrun the arena champion is gonna take way too long.
Yeah, I like to see them just kill themselves
Just
too.
have a big old boring
Kill each
death
other.
match.
I mean, could be cool. So, well, should we go see what was left in the abysmal chasm that was the dungeon we used to work at?
Sure, let's check it out.
You guys very carefully travel down the steep cliff face in what's left of the tunnel, and find yourself in the middle of the very large open rubble field that used to be the dungeon of Lich Vezafol.
This looks like an asset map just vomited everywhere.
Yeah, so looking around, you can see there is a lot of stuff just like strewn about that used to be part of the dungeon. Most of it seems to be broken, but it's worth maybe just a quick peek to see what was left, what's going on. Is there anything that you want to keep, maybe? You can see there are some dead bodies, of people you knew.
Is there a giant dead horse in here?
There's not a giant dead horse, no. Why?
Just wondering if I needed to bury Vanessa.
Those
no.
crystals were kind of cool. We could use that like as a starting gate.
Which crystals?
It would be
Oh, I see them. These
middle
ones.
height, almost center of the map. These right here.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
if this one is? What if this one is the end? They gotta like touch it.
I mean, that would be cool, yeah.
The aggro crag. Let's bring Nickelodeon games and sports into this.
You've been slimed.
But the slime is acid! Ah!
Back to you, Jim.
Our contestants are suffering mortal wounds and will be forever changed and or dead.
Is this the ball pit? Is the ball pit still there?
Yes, the ball. Okay, the ball pit's getting saved. The
Is
ball
Charles
pit.
Entertainment Cheese still there?
No, what was his name?
It's like Rizzo.
No, it
Rizzy
wasn't
Rat.
Rizzo. Get out of it. You're just naming other rats. Let's see.
It was something crazy.
It was so ridiculous. It's Gaelic Von Dragas. Oh, I need to find it. Oh man, gosh. I'll have to look. If it was like Frank Enjoyment something. No, it wasn't Frank.
I swear it started with like a Z.
No, it wasn't a Z. It was just like.
That's funny because there's a story that I was writing, and I think the main character's name was Rizzo. It's like Frank Rizzo or Jordan Rizzo.
Mm-hmm.
Check.
His favorite dish is risotto.
I see what you did there.
What is this?
Let's ping it. That is an altar. So that might be a good like MC type of thing.
Piece of candy.
Yeah, his name was Rizzo. Slowly, Rizzo became aware of his various senses.
There you go.
And
Was
but I
he
don't
a
remember what
rat?
His first name. No, he was not a rat.
Oh, good.
Ooh. Isn't this Regis's like whole setup of like scrolls and stuff?
Not Regis, but that was Oh, I can finally take my cheat sheet down, guys.
Because you've killed all the people.
Yeah, all the people are dead except Jim. That was Shaman DeLog's desk.
Oh yeah, Shaman Tom DeLog.
That could probably be like the welcome desk.
Yeah, either that or where someone can go up to buy
Yeah,
their
counter like a yeah.
traps and things.
Do we want to get what's left of bartender Bonesy's bar?
Yeah, we're gonna need
yeah.
as much of that setup as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna make it easier on him. Yeah, it was Frank Rizzo. That's what I named him.
All the
And the
chairs we can muster.
Yeah. It's me, Frank Rizzo. Hey, yo, guys, with the things.
In my story, he's a detective.
It's me, Detective Rizzo. What's
right.
up?
I changed nothing, just added the word detective.
This is my cheat sheet, y'all, for all my voices. Enjoy that.
Is Bonesy Stitch?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, there's Skeletor.
Yep.
Is that the guy from Rocky 4?
Yep.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, you guys never really talked to him much, but he was the one with whatever the guy's name, Fred Enjoyment Feta or whatever it was, where he was talking about the enjoyment because it was his birthday. If he dies, he dies.
Doodly-doo.
It's like punching iron.
Yep. You can see Chef Brittlestink specifically right there. Roxanne's dad from a Goofy movie. That's why all he said was
Because that's all he said.
Yep.
Didn't Dolph Lundgren have like the weirdest like whimper when Rocky was finally beating him? This big hard man all of a sudden. He was
Does
like,
Dolph Lundgren have like 3 PhDs or something ridiculous?
Yeah, he's a smarty pants. Yep. Smarty pants.
I think if I remember, the joke is he's more qualified to be known as the science guy than Bill Nye is.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys kind of take the rest of the time to really develop what this thing looks like. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys on this page.
I guess all of those braziers. Is that the right word?
Braziers.
Is that the right way to... Yes. Okay, I thought it was weird that bras and lanterns had the same name. Apparently, I've just been saying it wrong.
You are good. So anywho, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave everyone on this page, okay? So that way, Grunkle specifically, if you guys want to draw what you want each of those lanes to look like, you are more than welcome to. And then I'll kind of come in next week or during the week, whenever you guys tell me you're finished, and actually put the walls and stuff in. So kind of at your leisure, you can develop what this thing looks like. That being the case, we are actually going to end it here. The big thing was trying to decide what our new dungeon business plan was going to be, so that we can now start luring people, hiring people, and developing lucrative business opportunities to make Gaelic Von Dragos happy with the fact that you are in fact in charge of his newest dungeon acquisition. So
Couldn't he bring his daughter back to life?
he could if he knew where the body was, but ain't no one know where the body be. So, well, thank you everybody for watching. Rainbow, Jade, thank you guys for tuning in, for jumping in, for participating and watching. Tofu, always a pleasure. Just for our own sake, we'll give Toby a potency flux real quick.
Yeah.
Toby, you're healed for the damage amount you deal per turn for 3 turns. Look at you. Oh, what's that? A reroll? Oh no, multiple rerolls, you're changed into a rock. Best game of charades ever. Well, we will not be hanging out in the chat after our outro video, so thank you again. Don't forget to share, tune in, watch, check out the past episodes, and tune in next week as the entire cast starts recruiting unknown individuals to participate in their death trap of a business plan. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Goodbye.